Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. This is right after a big thunderstorm just came down, just went whoosh all over us. Really rained hard. So that might happen again. Right now we have fairly clear skies, bit of an opportunity to do some fishing. Maybe not much, maybe more than I need. Who knows? It's very unpredictable right now. There's a system just pumping Gulf moisture on us right now. So it's been like that all week. It's going to be like that through the weekend. What we're gonna do real quick is get some catfish bait for a session that we may or may not be able to do tonight or in the morning. But I'm looking at everything, waiting for these windows of opportunity to pop up, but they can disappear as fast as they can appear. So let's just get some bait right now. I just brought one rod and some red worms. I have this tied up as a float fishing setup. We've got the weighted float and then no other weight but down to a size 6 Aberdeen with a red worm. We're gonna try this spot first. I'm standing on top of a metal culvert that is a little shaky. I might have too much depth underneath that cork. As you can see out there, because I have no split shot, even though it's a weighted cork, it's not going to stand up, but it will stand up when we get a bite. The reason why I don't have any weight on the line is because I want that worm to fall naturally, and we'll probably get a bite on the fall. Look at this little alligator right here, very small baby alligator looking at my float. Might need to go to a different spot because of that. Look at this. This is what usually happens when they're just pumping like crazy. All this hyacinth gets sucked right up into here, up against this bridge, and the pumping station is just past there. I know a lot of guys already know this because I've fished here a lot, but there are new subscribers watching us today that might not have ever seen me fish here. So yeah, pumping station's just been going full throttle all week, and I don't know when it's going to end. Probably next week sometime. Ooh, something big just had some lunch over there. Haven't gone far, real close to where we just were, which is right over there. Looks like the hyacinth is moving out. You can see some of it coming slowly away from the bridge, such as that one. That one's moving really fast, like it's a Miata. Those are moving. Well, you got them moving in all these different directions right now. You got these going this way. Two coming back this way. It's kind of going in circles probably. This is going to be interesting. So this is usually been a good spot right here for catching bluegill, but of course it is still early afternoon, almost 4 o'clock, nowhere near sunset. That's why I brought out just red worms. I'm gonna try shallow first. Don't have much more than a foot underneath the cork, which is good for right where I just put that. Something's been active right there, probably a little tiny bass feeding off all these little bait fish that are up in here. There we go. Something took it. Bite, bite, bite. He's hitting me. Got him. Oh, that was a little bass. Oh, look at that. Little tiny cichlid. That is just a small Rio Grande cichlid. One of these days I want to go catch some Mozambique tilapia, which is a cichlid as well, but much bigger. Another one. Another cichlid. We'll see if I can get this into deeper water in a place where all this hyacinth that's moving isn't going to affect it so much. Oh, we're getting a bite right off. Another cichlid. This hyacinth is just moving kind of crazy with the breeze. We're gonna have to just let it do its thing. Give it a couple minutes. Maybe we can fish this again safely without having to deal with the hyacinth. Might need to switch over to the drop shot because of this wind. There we go. Barely saw that bite. Oh, and it's not a cichlid. We've got bait. All right, I've switched to the drop shot because this wind is just annoying when you're float fishing. Probably get bigger fish this way too. There we go. Oh, missed him. Let's see, did you go far? That fish was not as far out as I was expecting. I thought they'd be a little further out in the deeper water. Here we go, we got him this time. Oh no, it's another bass. There's a lot of these little bass hanging out right here. Gotcha. Little guy. Gotcha. Yeah, that is a bait size right there. Nice. Settle down. There you go. Gotcha. Nice. Let's let this one go. He's not really that big. Nice. Just got to be patient. They're down there. Gotcha. That'll do. Check that out. That's actually a good one for bait right there. Gotcha. Oh yes, finally. Look at the size of that. Look at the size of that. That is really nice. Yeah, you're right. Wow. All right, want to get one or two more baits from here before we go and check out some other things. Ooh, he's hitting me. Something little. There we go, gotcha. This drop shot's working out a lot better for two reasons. The wind doesn't affect it as much, and you can use it as a search bait. A lot more effective than float fishing. Float fishing is fun though. Gotcha, yes. This is the last one here. All right guys, let's go check out some other places. I totally have plenty of bait. That's why I'm leaving this bite behind. All right, here we are. This is the pond that feeds Bayou Berrier. Bayou Berrier is just across the road there. The wind is exposed. We are exposed to the wind is what I was trying to say there. So drop shotting is what we're going to have to do here. I want to see if I can catch a fish here. I haven't caught one here in quite some time. This pond used to be a lot deeper than it is now today. They've been keeping it shallow. They've been keeping it pumped down out here. Used to be a great place to catch bass. Maybe one day again it will be. Hasn't been that great in my experience since Ida. It's coming back though. Plenty of perch though. Oh, what was that? There we go, we got something. Oh, I had to use the drop shot as a search bait. We picked us up a cichlid, the biggest one yet of this session. This wind is picking up. Do you know in 1910 a bill was presented to Congress, and if they would have voted yes on it, we'd be surrounded by hippos and maybe not so much surrounded by all that water hyacinth. I mean, more than half this pond is choked with hyacinth right now. So there was two reasons why a bill was drafted that would have introduced hippos into the wild here. Two reasons. There was a meat shortage around the time, and hyacinth was taking over. Water hyacinth is actually from South America, but the story goes that the Japanese gifted it to New Orleans as a gift because it's actually grown as an ornamental water vegetation, you know, water flower. But I mean, it's very invasive. It just grows really, really fast. So which would you rather have had? This right now, what we have, all this hyacinth, or the most dangerous animal to fishermen and humans, hippos? Which would be better? Gotcha. Not a strong bite over here. Oh, yes. Another species. Well, I lost quite a few of these guys earlier. Yeah, you're right. It's a little green trout, little bass. Gotcha. Yes. Little sneaky guy. He came up out of nowhere and slammed me. Yeah, you're right. I tell you what, there are days where I would rather have hippos than all that hyacinth, but it's for the best because they are very aggressive, very dangerous. I have plenty of baits, so it's catch and release from now on. Apparently hippos will eat water hyacinth. That's what I'm talking about. Honestly, the idea of fishing a place where you got to worry about stuff like hippos, crocodiles, and other animals that are dangerous, very aggressive, does sound really interesting. Might not be for everybody, but it sounds cool to me. There's a channel I've been watching that's like that. It's out in Zimbabwe, out in the bush, run by his teenager. It's called This Is Africa Outdoors, and he gets into a lot of situations like that, dealing with aggressive buffalo, elephants, hippos all the time. Got to worry about crocodiles, stuff like that. Catches big fish like Mozambique tilapia, sharp-toothed catfish, which I believe they call rumba there. Catches really huge tiger fish, which looks like a striper with tiger teeth. Really cool channel. Hope to get to Zimbabwe someday, do some fishing out there, worrying about hippos. But until then, here we go. Biting, 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 biting. Got him. No, he got off. There you go. Gotcha. Oh. Whoop, that was a total loss. And on that, I'm going to call it right here, guys. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.